on the road, pick up the Hummer, and in sunny South Florida, as you can imagine, there's like a hurricane outside. Wife is mad that I didn't properly check the radar before getting in the car, but this is the mission. We're on our way to get the truck. I'll see you guys soon. All right, so we got the truck back. Everything is dialed right now, except for these janky ass doors. See inside how janky that shit is. All that interior is gonna get redone. And then to get this top on, we're gonna be removing like all of these guys right here. So we're gonna have to probably, Jonah's gonna touch up the paint under that. We'll remove all these little things. And we're gonna look to get that top on here tomorrow. So we're here, we're in the garage. We're gonna take the doors and the top off the truck here. And we're gonna strip off all the things that apparently need to come out, like this C pillar. We're gonna remove the speaker rack. And get all this stuff off. And once it's all, oh, I guess this channel needs to come out also. Like that channel across the front that the top sits in. So once we got all that stuff off, we will head over to Danny's and try to put the top on. Guys, if you're gonna do this, probably easier to have two people, but getting off the channel, that part sucked. And here it is, naked. No doors, no top. So now we gotta take off C-pillar, take off the speakers, all of this stuff, the bows, this, and then this this track. So we'll get all that stuff pulled off. And once it's all pulled off, we're gonna make our way over to grab the top. The sun is always so heavy duty out here. You can only ride around like this at night, but I really like riding around when the top is off and the doors are off. It hasn't had the top and the doors off for quite some time. I do dig that look. Not gonna look like that for long. So top's off, doors off. Now we got that speaker rack off, and that stuff's sitting right there. I wish I got it on camera because it was not any smooth operator stuff. But taking apart these right now and go undo the other side, and then we'll come back and take these guys off. All right, so here we are. Got all that stuff off, and gotta remove the C-pillar. So I was able to get all that stuff off. I need to come back because I only have one socket and can't get the underside of this. But when it comes to these guys, I am going to have to use the impact driver. And I thought we had one in the warehouse, but we no longer do. So run out, grab impact driver, boom, little wrap up, put the doors back on because I don't want them to get destroyed sitting in the parking garage. And another day. Hopefully not. Maybe we come back and finish this. We'll see. It's date night, so you know, not promising anything. Little update. All the top pieces are off. The C-pillar's off. And the gutter for the soft top is off. All that stuff is off. And we found these door latches that work perfect. And so that's, haven't messed with that yet, but the open and close works so I don't get trapped in the vehicle if bad shit happens. And then we still have to remove this guy, we gotta remove this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and then we gotta go around the truck and remove all those things on the other side. So these present to be a big pain in the ass. The things strip out immediately. Been using like a hand impact gun, hand impact driver. That has not been super successful. What happens is a lot of these are like completely destroyed on the backside, right? They're like completely seized up. So little by little, we're gonna get all these suckers off, And once all these suckers are off, we're going to head to the secret lab and put the top on this thing once and finally. So some things to think about, you guys that are driving these military trucks. You want to buy H1 wiper arms so that you can then use regular civilian wiper blades, which makes sense. Now the Humvee wipers or H1 wipers, they tell you to use an 11-inch blade, and you'll see right here I'm using a 13-inch blade, and it works just fine. And you get more blade, and with the civilian arms you get to use whatever blades you want. So taking these guys off has been a little bit of a nightmare. All the heads keep stripping, the bolts keep breaking, but this is what I just did over here. In case you guys ever run into this situation, I took the angle grinder and I made a flathead out of that Phillips head, and now I can get to work and unscrew that puppy. When all else fails. Recap, because it was a really late night last night, but we got some progress, and we had to grind and get through like every single one of these little tabs right here, but got all those things off, and now putting together a group of friends so we can put a top on this thing. Sometimes you think you're done, you're never really done. So a little update, this bracket's gonna sit here, right? Something like that. And these are the brackets. I got all new brackets, seals, and hardware for the top. So it looks like 1, 2, 3 of these guys are going to have to go. So 6 more bolts to remove before we get back to business. Was cleaning this thing up before putting the top on, and wouldn't you know, still finding these things. This has to be the last one, but you know, you might find a spent casing in your truck. So the time has come. We're gonna mate this to this guy right here. Hopefully we've removed all the stuff that needs to be removed, and I guess we'll figure that out once we pick that thing up. Yeah, I don't know if this is the ideal or not ideal situation, but this is the situation we got. The truck's all stripped out, and it's about go time. Just waiting on, you know, extra friends as usual. This helmet top on the truck, this is my dream setup. So when I saw Humvee with a helmet top, the first one I saw was all blacked out and looked like a military hearse or something. And I love it. I love it. I can't wait to get this thing on here. And I'm super grateful for the friends you need to be able to lift a roof and put it on a truck. Is it easier with the hammer?
Yeah, but I gotta feel where it is first. I think that's it.
Wouldn't you believe this is what it would look like when we're doing this? So here's what we did. We ratchet strapped it in so we could drive out of the rain and Danny's driveway and get to the parking garage. Now, way over here, running those holes, attach that, then we're gonna drill out the back. Then we'll put in the boxes when everything is done. Back part cinched up on both sides. Door opens and closes beautifully. So stoked. Finally getting this thing done. Now we're hitting like where the C-pillar area was. We're gonna hit that side first over the gas cap, and then we'll come over and hit this side. This arm broke off right here in transport, so we're going to place it, tape it, drill it into place over here, and once it's taped and drilled in place, we're gonna hit some fiberglass work over there. And we drove it through like a torrential downpour, and the front was sealed up perfectly, so that's awesome. I'll cut this extra gasket over here. Have to readjust this door. This side's a little low, so we're gonna prop this up a little bit before cinching it down, and one piece at a time. Man, the Battle Wagon has a roof on it, and no side boxes yet, but there you have it. With the help of all your friends, you get to do fun stuff. So I'm very stoked. Helmet top, ready for paint, baby. So here we are, top is mounted. Everything is solid, everything fits super solid. That arm that was broke off, it's all seated right where it needs to be, bolted in, so then we can address that. And right now I'm scraping all the old stuff off of these boxes, getting the boxes cleaned up. We already saw what it fitted like. It was awesome. And once this thing is cleaned up, it's going in the truck. We'll hit the driver's side first, and then we'll hit the other side. Boom, so got the boxes all cleaned up. Took off all like the old sealant off. Put boxes, everything's cleaned up. Now, seal everything up and put it on the truck. All right, we got one box in. Now we're gonna hit the other side, and then we're gonna blue tape this stuff. And then we're gonna rattle can some stuff. Long day, but we got everything on. Everything is pretty dialed. Needs paint, needs a little bit of fiberglass work, and yeah. Excited about wrapping this thing up. All right, guys, here it is. Got some rattle can. Just to match the body a little bit until Jonah can get to painting it. But everything's mounted up. The boxes are awesome. And can't wait to insulate this thing and keep the adventure going.